Morning, friends. You know, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to have good health. If you had to have a PhD or go to medical school to understand how the body works and understand how to achieve good health, then how many people could be healthy? So we want to make things very simple. Let me give you an example of simplicity. That plus that equals that. And if that plus that doesn't equal that, then what does it equal? Anybody can recognize the fact that that plus that is 4. That's simple. Now in the Bible, 2 Corinthians 11 verse 3, the warning from Paul, don't let your mind be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ. So let's try to keep it simple this morning. A couple of tomatoes. This is a green one, it's ripe. Both are ripe. This is a green one and it's ripe. This is a red one and it's also ripe. So Darlene and I sit down at the table in the morning and we eat a lot of tomatoes because they're coming in the garden right now. We have all the tomatoes we want. And Darlene, as we had a plate, here's a picture of the tomatoes from a couple of mornings ago. As we had the tomatoes on the table, Darlene said, I want you to give it a taste test. Which one do you think is better? And so I tried the Amish paste and I tried the green, it's called an emerald something or other. I tried them both and I said, well, Darlene, you know, I can't tell any difference. They're the same to me. She said she liked the green better. Well, somebody else may say they like the red one better. Somebody else may say that they don't like either one. Or somebody like me may say, well, they taste about the same. That's subjective. That's what you call, what's the word? The word is relative. And tomatoes is relative. Some like them, some don't. Somebody wants to paint the door green, somebody else wants to paint it yellow. It's all relative. Somebody over here may like earth tones, somebody over here may like pastels. It doesn't really matter. Those are not important subjects. There is no objective truth involved when you go to paint a door or you have a preference of the tomatoes. Somebody in Mexico may say, give me a tortilla. Somebody in India may say, give me a chapati. Here in Tennessee, we may say, give me a slice of bread. And dear friends, it's almost like cultural. Different people, different ideas on things. But it's all relative, right? And relative is can be dangerous. Because when you start thinking that right and wrong are relative, in other words, what is right in Tennessee may not be right in Colorado. Or what is right in Africa may be wrong in Saudi Arabia. Then you're basing your right and wrong on geography. You have to know where you are to know what's right and wrong, and that's not simple. So this morning, I get a lesson from the tomatoes. They're both good, in my opinion. I like each one about the same, in my opinion. I've got mine, Darlene has hers, and I'm sure you have yours. Opinions are great, everybody has one. But there must be an objective standard so that we can decide what is right and what is wrong apart from what we think. When I met my wife, she was like a Buddhist and a spiritualist. You used to have a saying, right? There is no right, there is no wrong. If it feels good, do it. You know, it was left up to you to decide that which is right from that which is wrong. Everybody could have a different standard. Well, that's confusing. That's not simple. It's simple to say there must be a right and there must be a wrong. Raises the question, how do you know right from wrong? How do you dispute this doctrine of relativism that says, you know, things are different for different people, different places, different lands, different cultures? The question is there something that overrides culture? Is there an objective standard for that which is right and that which is wrong? Well, I'd say yes. The moral standard that gives a peace that passes understanding is John 17:17. Sanctify them through the truth, thy word is truth. And when you bring the Bible into the atmosphere of life, things begin to change. My wife and I not too long ago celebrated 41 years of marriage. That's the best wife on this earth. The Lord has given me Proverbs 19:14, a prudent wife is from the Lord. Proverbs 18:22, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Lord's given me a good wife, but it wasn't always that way. When Darlene and I got married, we had a rocky road. We had a very, very difficult marriage. It was not pleasant for about 10 years. What marked the change was that when we found the Bible and we began to read and we saw that our thinking did not agree with what we read in the Bible. And then that Malachi 3:6, I am the Lord, I change not. That's an unchangeable objective standard regarding even marriage. Genesis 2:24, man shall leave his mother and his father, cleave unto his wife. These two, a man and a woman, shall become one flesh. We began to read these things. And it was really very simple, right? It was very simple. It's as simple as tomatoes. It's as simple as pears. Here are a lot of really nice pears. I think you can see we're already having a good pear harvest. By the way, it's pear season too. My wife and I have been canning a lot of pears, working together, and putting up pear sauce. It's a simple process. You wash the pears, you peel the pears. In fact, here's a little video clip I took of us making the pears. This is the assembly line for processing pears. Darlene does. She does I pick them out when they like. She mans the kitchen sink, washes them, pours them, puts them in the pot over here. I take them, run them through the champion juicer. You wash the pears, you peel you slice the pears, you core the pears. I put them in a juicer. We cook them down. We can them in the jars. And come wintertime, we're going to eat pears. Now, it's not easy. It takes some work, but it's simple. Did you ever stop to think that life may be as simple as canning pears or eating tomatoes? That there may be an objective right and wrong, and if you find it, Matthew 13:46, when he found the one pearl of great price, he sold all that he had to buy it, right? That there is something out there that is higher than the relative thinking on this earth, a standard of truth, the Bible. Now that's not just a book that's it's more than just a book. It's a history book. You read about, the Israelites coming out of Egypt. You read about going into captivity in Babylon. You read about the work of the apostles after the resurrection. It's a history book. But dear friends, it is a problem-solving book. It is a book for people that live today, a present-day book for people with present-day problems. And the answers are simple. I've never found such a simple, practical book, helpful, life-changing. And all it really costs is just a willingness to follow the plan. So that's not just applied to spiritual things. That's applied to the health, the environment. It's a far-reaching book that addresses every need, every aspect of the life. So may God bless you today. And if you're looking for truth, my prayer is that you'll find it. For me, John 17:17, thy word is the truth. Now, truth is life-changing. Truth is something that changes us. Sanctify them through thy truth. The changes in our hearts, the truth taken in, received into the soul, it changes us. So, as we go to the fountain of truth, we're going to find some things there that it's going to change the whole landscape of our lives. So God bless you. Enjoy your tomatoes. Enjoy your pears. May your peace be like a river today.